What up, family? So, everything is said and done. Bone scan, biopsy, everything that needed to be done to check things has been done. I definitely have renal cell carcinoma, which in layman's terms is kidney cancer. Very large mass on my left kidney. There's a small spot on my adrenal gland on my right kidney that they like to look at, but hopefully right now everything else looks clear. There were nothing on my bone scan, the CAT scan they had done on my lungs and stuff like that. There was nothing there, nothing had spread to any other of the major organs like that, which is a good thing. The good thing is that if it hasn't spread, there's a very good chance that, they'll get this mass out. And the treatments, and I'm praying and hoping that I can live a long life. It's going to be a fight, regardless, but I plan on fighting to the end, no matter how long that is. My biggest fear right now is surgery. October 25th, I go in and they will be cutting me right under my ribs and pulling out my kidney and the mass, and hoping and praying that they get all of that out. There are some obvious risks and concerns. My weight is a big one. Operating on somebody bigger is always going to be a challenge. There's always going to be risks. They're taking out an organ in my body, one which is connected to major arteries and veins, so there's the risk of bleeding and all that. Blood clots, things like that, afterwards. Right now, my biggest fear is making it through the surgery. If I can survive the surgery, I will fight tooth and nail from that point on. And I'm not going to lie and say I'm not scared, because I am. I'm very, very afraid. I want to live. There was a time in my life where I didn't want to live. For quite some time. When I was younger, I was very suicidal. I was very depressed. I never thought I'd make it to see 25 years old, 30 years old. And here I am, 2 years away from 50. And in the fight of my life. I know a lot of people don't believe in God and are atheists and everything else, but I have my beliefs, and I believe God will see me through this. I believe my mother and my aunts, who have all passed away, are going to be watching over me and making sure I'm safe. And I'm putting all my faith in the doctor's hands that they'll get me through this. But there's that fear. And the fear, I'm fighting so hard against it, and it's exhausting. Every day is just exhaustion because of the anxiety and the fear trying to rear up, and just fighting it away. Just absolutely fighting every minute of it. So, right now the plan, like I said, is to get that kidney out, get that mass out, and then thank God I don't have to have the chemo I had from testicular cancer, because that's almost what killed me the last time, was the chemo. And I definitely don't want to go through that again. My oncologist, he explained to me kidney cancer is different. They use different drugs. One promising thing, but also one scary thing, is that the type of cancer, the type of renal cancer I have, apparently there's different types. There's clear cell, there's something, there's these different ones. And mine isn't defined. Apparently the biopsy wasn't big enough to define what it is, only that it's a carcinoma. But the best way to treat it is pills. that are chemotherapy as well, but they're not as harsh. They don't do as much damage. The type I have is very slow growing. A lot of people would think, well, that's a good thing. The problem is that chemo, any kind of chemo, goes after fast-growing cells, and that's what they're set for. That's what they do, is they kill fast-growing cells. That's why most chemos, you lose your hair. You lose, because your hair grows faster than most of your other cells. So that is, it's a good thing because the cancer won't spread. It's not such a great thing because it's going to be tougher to fight. But I will fight, make no bones about that. I started a GoFundMe. I've had a lot of people who have been so generous that I can never thank enough. There's a ninja, I know his name from the GoFundMe donation, but I will never release that, who dropped a third of what I needed. And I was so humbled. I cried that morning when I woke up. I was in tears. So, you're out there. I don't know if you still watch my videos. I would hope so, but I can never thank you enough. To everyone that donated, and is still donating, I hope. I'm going to leave that GoFundMe up until my surgery. It's basically helping me to cover bills while I'm out of work, because I had to go to the bone scan and the biopsy and all that stuff and the doctor's appointments. So I missed some days. Surgery, hopefully, doctor thinks recovery at the hospital should only be, 3 days, 4 days. And since it's on a Thursday, I should only have to maybe miss 2 or 3 days of work, which would be wonderful. I do intend to go right back to work. I won't push myself too hard, obviously. But I wanted to make sure and get up on here and update you guys. I'm going to try and vlog again before the surgery. Just keep the love coming, man. Keep the prayers, the thoughts, everything. Just everything. Keep it coming. And all the positivity and all of that. It helps more than I could ever explain. I love every one of you, man. Each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I love you. I can't thank you enough for the support I'm getting. It's humbling beyond imagination, the support I have. I never knew. And now I do. And I'm going to fight. And I'm going to hope and pray that support sticks with me all the way through. Peace. Much family love.